The meeting room will come to order. We are holding a meeting of the Liberty FFA chapter. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President. The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there?
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times, that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the President in maintaining order.
The Reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child know that the FFA is a national organization that is from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The Treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements just as Washington kept his farm tax, carefully and accurately. I encourage our members and strive to build upon financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The Secretary.
Stationed by the earcorn.
Your duties there?
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The Advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I am asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the President so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
There are 7 members and no guests present. Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here?
To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA membership possess.
May we accomplish our purposes, I now declare this meeting of the Liberty FFA chapter duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. The floor is now open for new business.
Madam Chairman,
Zoe.
I move that the Liberty FFA sponsor an agriculture science or an ag science fair for our section members for this fall.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded that our FFA chapter sponsor an Agroscience fair for our section members this fall. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chairman,
Zoe.
I agree with this motion. No schools around us host something like this for either our section or other sections to visit. When I was younger, I would love to see what our ag science and our ag community would have to hold for us in the upcoming years. So vote yes for this motion.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion?
Madam Chairman.
Harley.
I agree with the maker of this motion. This will not only help our section grow in our knowledge, but it will also help our section grow and our friendships that we will hold forever, that we create in the FFA. And doing this will allow students to create memories and new friendships that they will hold forever. And this is just a key memory that allows them to recommend joining the FFA to younger kids, and just will expand their knowledge forever. So please vote yes.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion?
Madam Chairman,
Bailey.
I'm against this motion. I don't see many other FFA members wanting to help put this on. And if any other FFA members want to see an agri-science fair, they could always visit the exhibit at National Convention. I urge the assembly to vote no for this motion.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion?
Madam Chairman.
Audrey.
I disagree with the maker of this motion. We already have a lot of things going on in the fall, including our fall festival that we have a booth at, and we wouldn't have enough numbers to hold this at the same time. Please help me in failing this motion.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion?
Madam Chairman.
Presley.
I am for this motion. This would be a great opportunity for us to get our name out there and show our community who we are. Please help me in passing this motion.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion?
Madam Chairman,
Andy.
I am not in favor of this motion. Building off of what Audrey already said, we have the fall festival, which means we not only do a booth, but we also do a float. And our float has won the past couple of years, and I think we would like to continue doing this. And this gets a lot of members active, including the junior high, which is very important in our up-and-coming ag program. Help me in failing this motion.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion?
I rise for parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
Does this motion need a majority vote or second, 2/3 vote?
This motion requires a majority vote.
Thank you.
Is there any further discussion?
Madam Chairman.
Carly.
I move to amend this motion by striking out section and inserting chapter.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to strike out section and insert chapter. This motion is amendable and debatable. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chairman,
Carly.
I agree with this amendment. By striking out section and inserting chapter, this will though decrease the amount of people who get to come and experience this, it will relieve some of the stress that would be put on our members and our our participants to put this event on. So it would be less stressful and it would be easier to hold this. And we could hold it locally at our school and it not be a big, huge thing that needs lots and lots of planning to do. Please vote yes.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion?
Madam Chairman.
Audrey.
I am not in favor of this motion. If we are going to do this, let's make it big and get as many people involved as we can to help show what our chapter can offer and the difference that we can make. Please help me in failing this motion.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion?
Madam Chairman.
Andy.
I agree with the maker of this motion. By only doing our chapter, we will have less people, which will involve less planning, which means we can still do other things that we did in the fall. And junior high has softball regionals and baseball regionals, so we should still be able to do this and allow them to come and help in planning. Help me in passing this motion.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion?
Madam Chairman,
Zoe.
I agree with the maker of this motion. For the first couple years, we can start it small with our chapter and extend it to the section. But seeing how much of the chapter would be committed to this, would then see how much the section and the others would be willing to participate. Please vote yes for this motion.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion?
Madam Chairman.
Rayleigh.
I am not in favor of this motion. Our chapter is very small, and I feel like that it would be a waste of time for only putting this on for a few members. And I'm sure our section members would love to come to this. Please help me in failing this motion.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion?
Madam Chairman,
Presley.
I am not for this motion. This will be a bigger waste of our time, knowing that less people would be able to show up by striking out section and inserting just chapter. Please help me in passing this motion.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll now proceed to vote. All those in favor of striking out section and inserting chapter, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no.
No.
Motion fails. We are now back to the main motion that reads that our FFA sponsor an Agroscience fair for our section members this fall. Is there any further discussion?
Madam Chairman.
Presley.
I ask you a question.
State your question.